Hello, welcome. Hope you're keeping well. This is just my sort of weekly update and message. And this week, as you probably know, this weekend marks a sort of further opening up of restrictions, and that includes the churches. So I'm just going to use this chance to tell you a little bit about what's happening, particularly for the churches in the Welwyn team. As I say, this isn't just us acting alone. This is affecting the country, and it sort of comes down governments, national church, diocese to us. So there are a few details that need filling in, but I think I'm able to give a pretty accurate sort of picture of what how things will look from next weekend. And at the moment, we're planning for July and August. So when we get ready for September, we will review things again, and we may be able to a little bit more, may have to sort of cut back on certain things, but this is how it's going to be. So the good news is the churches will be open for gathered worship, and we will have a more or less normal rota of services in all the Welwyn team churches from next weekend, that's Sunday the 5th. Codicuff have a cafe service anyway on Zoom that day, so they're going to wait till the 12th till they actually meet in church. That includes midweek services as well, and the 8 o'clock. What we won't have for those 2 months is the summer evensong, so no Sunday evening services, and also the 40-minute service won't be resuming just for the moment. So, if you're able and well and don't need shield, please come along to church as you normally would. Now, obviously, if you are shielding, if you have any symptoms, obviously, of COVID-19, we want you to stay safe at home. And so we will continue live streaming a service every Sunday morning, 9:30 on YouTube. So that'll be from somewhere around the team, and you can tune in the normal way. And we will be keeping one or two other things online at the moment, the Wednesday Bible study and the Complins, for instance. If you do come to church, things will be a little bit different. I hope you'll still find the sort of welcome, but obviously we have to be a bit careful. So, as you come into church, we ask you to maintain social distancing. I think we're getting used to that in all sort of parts of our life now, keeping a couple of meters away from people who aren't in our household. Put some stickers outside and we'll remind you as you come in. And also, if you can sanitize your hands as you come in, that would be really good and helpful. And then obviously find a seat. We've looked at the size of each church, and given that congregations aren't going to be as large, we think, well, we're pretty sure there's enough room for everybody to come in and maintain that social distance. We just have to use a bit of nous to make that work. Now, there will be some things missing. We will have communion services, but we will just give you the bread. There won't be a chalice, and obviously we'll ask you as you queue up for communion just to maintain that social distance. We won't share the peace, at least physically. I mean, you can say hello and wave to people, but obviously not a physical exchange of peace. We won't have refreshments after the service for the moment. We won't have a collection going round, but we do need to think about income, so we will be thinking about other ways to give, and there will be a plate out. We won't have serving parties at the moment. I think probably the biggest lack is that we won't be able to sing, and we won't have therefore a choir at the moment. Now, I say that well, at least at Welwyn, we're going to have a virtual choir, and there will be music. I mean, people can be playing the organ. Individuals can sing, or we can have recorded music. What we can't have is congregational singing. You can hum along to some of the music, that's fine. It's just if you sing, that it's the kind of the breath and the stuff coming out of everybody's a mouth that's a bit difficult. So at the moment, we're not going to do that. So services will look a bit different, but I kind of hope you'll understand why that is. So as I say, do come along. But as I say, if you can't, then there'll still be most of what we've done online. So I think at the moment that's really all I have to tell you about the arrangements. We'll let you know more, but as you see, it's not really that difficult. And I think, my impression is that as for some of us who are sort of getting out, that actually this idea of just being socially distanced is becoming almost second nature as we go around shops and streets, etc. And so we just carry on that sort of behaviour in church. We're responsible and just to keep a bit of a distance. But anyway, it's be good if possible to see you in churches. Obviously, I'll be there taking services, and that'll be great. Really looking forward to it. So anyway, yeah, a slight kind of mixed economy, a slight sort of couple of steps forward to where we're going, and we're all sort of finding our way a bit. So yeah, hope we can just do our best. So that would be great. Anyway, I think that's my message for this week. Thank you.